Hello friends, and welcome to Miss Debbie's Story Time. Today we have one of my favorite books that I'm going to be reading to you, and it is called The Big Red Barn by Margaret Wise Brown. Illustrated by Felicia Bond. The Big Red Barn. By the big red barn in the great green field. Green field. There was a pink pig who was learning to squeal. There was a great big horse and a very little horse. And on every barn, a weather vane, of course, a golden flying horse. There was a big pile of hay and a little pile of hay, and that is where the children play. But in this story, the children are away, and only the animals are here today. The sheep and the donkey, the geese and the goats were making funny noises down in their throats, and an old scarecrow was leaning on his hoe, and a field mouse was born in a field of corn. Do you see the little field mouse with the beautiful butterflies in the field of corn? What does the rooster say? That's right, cock-a-doodle-doo! In the barn there was a rooster and a pigeon too, and a big white hen standing on one leg, and under the hen was a quiet egg. There was a bantam rooster and a little bantam hen with a big clutch of eggs. Count them, there are 10. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Moo, moo. There was a big brown cow and a little brown cow. There was an old black cat. What does a cat say? That's right, meow, meow. And a tiger tomcat, look at him jumping out the window. Yow, yow. There was a big red dog. There's my dog. Ruff, ruff. With some little puppy dogs, all round and warm. And they all lived together in the big red barn. And they played all day in the grass and in the hay. They look like they're having fun. But when the sun went down in the great green field, the big cow lowed and the little pig squealed. Oink! The horses stomped in the sweet warm hay, and the little donkey gave one last bray. The hens were sleeping on their nests, and even the roosters took a rest. The little black bats flew away out of the barn at the end of the day. It's starting to get a little dark outside. And there they were, all night long, sound asleep. There are all the animals sleeping. Sound asleep in the big red barn. Only the mice were left to play, all by themselves over here, rustling and squeaking in the hay, while the moon sailed high. Do you see the moon's reflection in the water? In the dark night sky. Good night, moon. Good night, barn animal friends. I hope you enjoyed that book. And we'll be back in just a moment to make some barn animals of our own. Bye, friend. Okay, so now we're back and we're going to make some barn animals. Miss Debbie has 2 different animals that we can make. And I have also included a coloring sheet, printable if you'd like to print this out and color it. It's a picture of a cow and a pig and a sheep and a duck. So that's one printable that we have. The first craft is a barnyard sheep. And there are two different ways that we can make this. The first way is using a coffee filter. If you have a coffee filter, you can lay it down flat, put either a glue stick or some regular glue all over the inside of the coffee filter, and then you're going to stick some fluffy white cotton balls all around the inside of the coffee filter. Then once you've filled it up with the amount of cotton balls you'd like to use, Miss Debbie has included a printable. I have a sheep face with some sheep legs and some sheep eyes. And you can print this up and cut them out and color them black or whatever color you'd like. Or you can trace them onto a piece of black construction paper like Miss Debbie did. And I just cut these out, trace them on to the black construction paper. You could use whatever color you'd like. You could make a blue faced sheep with some blue legs, some orange sheep, anything you'd like. It's totally up to you. Then when you've cut them out, you're just going to put a little bit of glue in the back of the paper and stick them on to the coffee filter, the legs, and the face. You're just going to push it down onto the cotton ball, and you have a cute little sheep. Now, Miss Debbie has also included a body onto this printable. In case you don't have a coffee filter, you can simply cut out the body, just like I did here. And then I glued my legs onto the back of the body and cut out the face and traced it on black construction paper. And I added some googly eyes on this one. If you don't have googly eyes, that's perfectly fine. You can cut out your own little eyes, and Miss Debbie included here, and that would be just perfect. So those are our sheep. Miss Debbie has also included a pig printable. Now this is pink, and it will print up pink unless you decide to use black and white when you're printing. Miss Debbie went a step further, and I glued my pig onto some construction paper. It doesn't matter what color you have, and you don't even have to glue it onto this paper. But I had some brown paint and a sponge, and all I did was take my sponge and dip it into my brown paint, and then I sponged it all around here to make it look like my pig was rolling in the mud, because pigs love to roll in the mud and get dirty. So those are our farm crafts. I hope you have fun with those. You don't have to do both. I just figured I'd give you two different ideas just in case you don't have some supplies. And also, if you don't have paint, you could use a brown crayon, and you could color all over the paper and make it look like mud and make your pig look like he's rolling in the mud. As well as the printables that we have here. If you print them up white, if you have a black crayon or a black marker, you could color them in with that instead of cutting them out and tracing them onto paper. So those are our crafts. I hope you have fun, and until we see each other again, my friends, stay happy and healthy. Bye, friends. I miss you.